Okay, so next we're going to do example 10, which is the last example of the whole examples. So here we can see we have a quarter-inch center drill, a quarter-inch, a eighth-inch center drill, a quarter-inch drill, and a half-inch drill. So our eighth-inch and quarter-inch are already predefined from our previous programs. So we need to define a half-inch drill. So we'll go ahead and get into our program. So this is example 9, so we'll go ahead and save as, and change this to example 10. Save. Alright, so next we're going to go ahead and go to our part setup, go to more, and our stock geometry, and so we're going to change this to a box. This is 6.75 by 5 inches by ½ inch. So if we go to our tool review, we can see the tools that we have in here currently. We have number 5, which is our center drill, and then we have tool 12, which is our quarter-inch drill. So we'll go ahead and create a tool 14, which is going to be our half-inch drill. So our coolant on at 900 RPM, and we'll do 4 inches a minute. So now our tools are all defined, so we'll go to our review block. I'm going to go ahead and just delete both of these blocks and start from scratch. So we'll go ahead and go to we'll click on the end of program, and that'll take us to a new block. Do holes, drill operation, drill. And this is going to be our center drill. And we're going to go down, take a 50 thou, to 5. Now we'll go ahead and do our locations. And so this is going to be these 3 holes here. So we'll go ahead and define those. So our first hole is at 0.65, 1.43, and then at 2.8. And our next hole is going to be at 0.66, and our x dimension is going to be 6. So there's those 3 holes. So we'll go ahead and create a new block of holes for an operation drill. And so what we're going to do is, unlike our previous programs, we're going to basically program this so it does all of our center drills first, then all of our drills for our smaller holes, then all of our drills for our bigger holes. When we do it that way, it will save time with tool changes. If we did these 3 holes complete and these holes here complete, we'll center drill all these, then drill them, and then we'll center drill all these, then drill them. And that'll basically add a whole extra tool change between these 2 blocks. So what we're going to do instead is basically do all of our center drills for these 3 holes, and all of our center drills for these holes. So here we copied that block. Actually, no, we just left it the same. So we create a new block, and we're going to define all of our features here. And now we'll click on our whole end. And this time we're going to do bolt circle. So if we can see here, it calls out 7 holes, but realistically there's actually 9 holes here because it calls out a bolt circle. And the way that works is basically these are all predefined at 40 degrees separation, and essentially they have 9 holes here, but they just skipped this hole and this hole. So what we're going to do is with the bolt circle, we'll tell it there are 9 holes, because that will define our angle between each holes. So when we type in 9, basically it types in 360 degrees divided by 9, and it tells it that that is the deviation between each hole, which is 40 degrees. So now we do our center point, which is 4.35 and 2.5, and our bolt circle radius, which is 1 inch. And now for our start angle, we can pick any angle we want, but the simplest way to do this is, since we know that 0 degrees is our 3 o'clock position, we'll just do this first hole here at 67 degrees instead of calling it out from the 0 position. So if we type in 67 degrees, now when we draw this, so we can see these holes are all drawn, including the two that we want to skip. So now what we're going to do is basically tell it, hey, we want to skip this hole and this hole. So we know that we started here at this hole. We want to keep this hole, we want to skip this hole. So this is hole 1, 2, this is hole 3, and then we go around, this is hole 9. So we're going to skip holes 3 and 9. So if we type in here hole 3 and 9 and draw it again, it's going to skip those two holes. So now we can see we have our 2 holes up top and then our 5 holes at the bottom, and skip the 3rd hole and the 9th hole. So now we're good to go. Now we just need to add our drill block. So what we can do is basically on this second block, before our bolt circle, we'll insert a hole operation drill and use our 1/4" drill and drill all the way through the part. So this is a minus 0.65, and our number 12 drill with a 0.1 peck. So now if we draw it, we can see we'll go all the way through our part. Now all we got to do is copy our first block and add our other drill. So I'm going to copy this block here and paste it at the end. Now I'm just going to change this block, our sub-block number 1, and go through our part with tool number 14 with a peck depth of 0.15. So now if we draw it, we'll see our center drills, and our drills here, then our bigger drills on these 2 locations, or on these 3 locations. So now we can pull this up and see that they match. So everything looks good, and that is all we have to do on this program. So we'll go ahead and save this out, and we're good to go. And that should be it for this example. So we'll go ahead and close this out.